this video, looking at ECAA 2020, Section 1, Question 11. So we're given some information about different test marks for two groups of students, X and Y. And we're asked that when the both groups' data is combined, what is the overall mean and range? So let's start with trying to work out what the mean is. How do we calculate mean in general? Well, the mean is the total of whatever group we're measuring, the total score, divided by n, which is the number of people in that group. So we know the means for each individual group. So this allows us to calculate the total score for each individual group, and we can then combine them. So let's look at X. We know that the mean is 36. So 36 must equal the total score from X divided by the number of students, which is 10. So our total score for X was 360. And then for Y, we can do the same thing. We've got 48 equals the total score divided by 20 this time for the number of students, and we get 960. So how can we work out the overall mean? Well, if we add the two totals together, that gives us the overall total. So we can just do the overall total, which is 360 plus 960, divided by the total number of students, which is 10 plus 20, so 30. And that gives us our overall mean of 44. So how about the range? What does the range actually mean? What are we measuring when we're looking at this? Well, it's the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. And what information can we get about this? We know that Group Y has a range of 21 and Group X has a range of 16. What does this mean about the overall range? Well, we don't actually know if it's going to be any bigger than 21. It could be if the marks were lower than the lowest mark in Group Y, in Group X, but we don't have that information. We don't know if it's going to be any bigger than 21. But we do know that it can't be smaller than 21, because our range for Y is already 21. We can't get a smaller gap than that. Those scores are firmly implemented. So that means that our range has to be bigger than or equal to 21. Therefore, now we've got our two answers, we can find our final answer being answer F.